Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to High Noon in Cowtown. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn Busey.
Most people only vote once every 4 years. We have got to fix this problem. If you want to make a difference, your vote has to start here at the local level. Let me give you some facts on voter turnout in Texas. In the 2008 presidential election, 1 out of every 2 registered voters actually voted. It doesn't sound too bad, right? Well, that's until you compare it with the 2009 Fort Worth City Council election, where only 6 out of every 100 registered voters actually bothered to vote. Do you see a trend here? At the primary and local level, the impact that your vote makes dramatically increases. You could cast the deciding vote in a local election. Now, some of you may be asking yourself, why is it important to vote in local elections? Well, this is your answer. Decisions about property taxes, our roads and streets, the very water that we drink, all of these decisions are made here at the local level. How many of you care about what's going on in our public schools and what's being taught to our children? All of these decisions take place here at the local level of government. I'll give you an example of an issue facing us here today in Fort Worth. Right now, Tarrant County, the city of Fort Worth, and the Tarrant County Regional Water District are embarking on a radical plan to change the very landscape of Fort Worth. This program is called the Trinity River Vision. Through the use of eminent domain, a 40-year, $226 million loan into our tax dollars, the Trinity River Vision will take the property over 90 individuals and dramatically change the flow of the Trinity River. The total cost of the Trinity River Vision today is estimated at $909 million. Why is this being done? Why are the citizens of Fort Worth being forced to turn over their personal property to the city? This is all happening so that the city can redevelop this land with our money and then turn around, sell it to special interests and big business so someone else can make a profit. The audacity. These are the same people who currently estimate that the city of Fort Worth will be facing a $400 million shortfall within the next 5 years. These are also the same type of people who in Arlington destroyed residential neighborhoods through the use of eminent domain to build Jerry Jones' new palace. Oh, by the way, if you haven't read the Fort Worth Star-Telegram lately, Jerry has decided to donate a luxury suite to the Arlington City Council so that they and their families can attend the games free of charge. I wonder if the people who lost their homes in Arlington in order to build this new Cowboy Stadium get their own free luxury suite. My point is this: if you are tired of corruption, cronyism, and self-appointed oligarchs, then vote. Get involved. You asked if your vote counts. Let me tell you and assure you that yes, your vote counts. Take a stand. Make a promise to yourself, to your children, to your grandchildren, that you will no longer be silent, that you will protect our rights and our liberties that have made this the greatest nation in the world. Make a promise to vote. On September 11th, 2001, my family and I were temporarily living in New Jersey while my father was starting a church. That morning, at about 8:45 a.m., I was awakened by my father, who was screaming, "We're at war! We're at war!" I quickly got out of bed, ran down the stairs, and made it to the TV just in time to watch the second plane fly into the South Tower in New York City. A week later, I was in an Army recruiter's office, and within a year, I was in Afghanistan defending my country. Three years later, it would be 3 years until I returned to Texas, and to a city I almost did not recognize. After witnessing the deterioration of my neighborhood, I decided to take an interest in local politics. As I dug deeper, I was surprised by the amount of corruption, no-bid contracts, and impropriety involved with this Trinity River Vision project. I found J.D. Granger, the son of the congresswoman who is acquiring the federal earmarks required for this project. I found that J.D. was hired to head this project. He was hired without a formal search being conducted and had a starting salary of over $110,000 in 2006. Today, he is earning over $140,000 a year. That is a $30,000 raise in just over 3 years, and that is our money paying for it. I served for 1 year in Afghanistan, risking my life through a barrage of mortar attacks and IEDs in the service of my country, and only made $20,000. I think it is disgraceful that the son of a congresswoman not only enjoys a high-paying government job, but receives a $30,000 raise while soldiers die every day in this war for less. Is this the kind of representation that we want here in Fort Worth? I have 9 friends who have fought and died in this war. It makes me sick to know that my friends died protecting our country so that a congresswoman can feather her nest. If we want good conservative candidates running for president, governor, Senate, or the House of Representatives, then we need qualified candidates with experience for these offices. And that starts here, locally. If you find a conservative candidate, great. Let's get them on a city council. Let's get them on the water board. We have got to get these guys experience to make them competitive with these lifelong career politicians. President Lyndon Johnson said that the vote is the most powerful instrument ever devised by man for breaking down injustice and destroying the terrible walls which imprison men because they are different from other men. This is still true today. If you vote at the local level, you are personally shaping and grooming the future leaders of our country. William Simon stated that bad politicians are sent to Washington by good people who do not vote. We must remember that the original Tea Party was only the beginning of what would become a revolution. It took a war to deliver our nation from tyranny. Today, we are declaring a war against would-be tyrants and politicians who care more about their legacy than they do their constituents. We are declaring this war not with weapons, but with our voice and with our vote. President Truman said that the buck stops here. I say in Tarrant County that the vote starts here. Thank you. God bless Texas, and God bless the United States of America.